Hello everyone, good afternoon. I am Mabel and welcome to my channel Aduni Talks. Please, after this talk, kindly comment, and subscribe. Thank you. As I was saying last time, we talked about change. We talked about geographical change, occupational change, and why we need to change in some things. So once we have change, there are two things, or there are things we need to do once there is a change. There's a book I read, and in that book they talk about our reactions towards change. Once we see something changing, we are scared. Like there's this fear that comes and be like, oh my God, I'm so scared. We don't need to be scared. Okay, even if we have the right to be scared, we need to react positively towards change because not every change comes negative. Okay, there are some changes that must come for you to move forward, for you to take some steps ahead. So this morning or this afternoon, sorry, I'll be talking about adapt or die. You either adapt to a change or you die. When I say die, I'm not saying you should die like death. Means that we go cool. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, when I say you adapt or die, these are reactions or your responses towards particular change. Okay, for instance, if you are changing your location, that is geographical location. For instance, if you have to move from maybe Lagos to the north, okay, even the fear of you going to the north is there, like, oh my God, I'm going to the north, what do I want to do? But maybe it's so important you must move. What are your reactions when you get to this particular new location? What are your reactions? What are your responses towards the change? Will you adapt or you die? Which one would you love to? Which option would you love to pick? When I say you adapt, okay, let's use animals as instance. We have fishes in the water, they are niche. The fish habitat is water, we know that, right? And for mammals, we know on land. But we have different, how will I say it now? We have different classes, we have different kingdom, like, okay, in science now, we're taught kingdom, phylum, class, order, all those things, family, genus, and species. We have different species of mammals. There are some mammals that would live like in hot desert, they will live very well there. But there are some mammals that cannot survive. But when you see yourself in such environment, what do you do? Do you know that we have just two options? It's either we adapt to it or we die. When I say we die, I'm not saying like, okay, maybe physical death now. There are some things you could die to. There are emotional death, there are financial death, there are social death. There are different types of death. Okay, but when you think in your heart, one thing about our body reacts towards our mind. The mind and body work hand in hand. Whatever you tell your body, whatever your mind, once your mind changes, I'm telling you, your body will change. Okay, once your mind, when you have a change in the mind, the body reacts towards that change of mind. That's why you could be crying in a moment, and the next thing, when you talk to your brain, you start laughing like, am I crazy? She be mad. Why am I laughing? Why am I crying for this? So. So your mind and your body, they work together. Okay, so when you need to adapt, please, your mind need to be alert. When you are changing a particular environment and you're so scared, talk to your mind. Tell your mind that I'm going to adapt. I'm not going to die in this new change. Because that new change, therein may lie your progress. Therein may lie your next step. Are you getting what I'm saying? So tell your mind, is it a relationship change? Is it job, occupational change? Okay, maybe you were a manager of a bank in Lagos and you were moved to another branch, and you get there, you know that, oh my God, these people, the way they are even looking at me is as if they're going to swallow me. You're already tensed before you even start working. Your mind, you're already killing your mind little by little before you started working. You need to you need to tell your mind, like, oh my God, okay, in this new place, okay, the people might not be friendly, their faces might be like they're going to swallow me, but I'm going to leave, I'm going to adapt. Because this is where I've been put now, and so I must function. Even if you're not expecting the change has come. Like I told you in the last series, you see, change is only the constant thing, right? You might not even expect it, but it will come. So when it comes, are you going to adapt or will you die? There are different ways in which we could adapt, okay? And the first thing is what I said, your mind. You have to train your mind. You have to tell your mind that I'm going to live, I'm going to adapt in this new environment, in this new change. I'll make sure that I'll make sure that I'll do all things to adapt well. Because even the environment itself needs you to adapt. This life itself, okay? Life happens. Life happens. You don't know what you don't know. For instance, dream. It's just like dream, okay? You might just sleep. You might not even think you need to dream, and but in your sleep it will come. So life happens. But when life happens, what do you do? Do you adapt or you die? That's why some people, when something happens to them, it might just be something little in your eyes, in people in the world's eyes, like, why should this person go and kill herself? Why should this person go and kill himself for what? For loss of job? For just loss of one job? Me that I've lost many jobs and I didn't die. That's because you told your mind that you will adapt to these new changes, even though they are not pleasant. But some people's mind don't work that way. Once they see a change like this, they let the fear of change overwhelm them, and by so doing, they forget about adaptation. The next thing is just what? To follow another option, which is the only option, the other option, die. So please, I want to implore us this afternoon, my listener, my listener, okay, I'm telling everybody listening to me, please, whatever change you see, wherever you meet yourself, maybe you are changing that relationship, you're saying no to somebody and you're saying yes to another person, and you are so afraid, you don't know what to do. Please, I'm not saying you should adapt to beatings or adapt to domestic violence. That is what I'm not, that's not what I'm talking about at all. Okay, but when you need to adapt to things, especially when you need to move forward, and it's just your fear that might take you some steps backward, you need to adapt. Tell your mind, this is my new place now. This is my new job now, and I must function and I must make progress. And people must know that I'm here to stay. Even if you are not the boss there, once you are there, no matter the eyes gazing at you, also you gaze back. Just do your work. Before you know it, they're coming back to you. They will come back to even ask you, solutions. Okay? So if you are changing church and it's like, oh my God, see this person, I can never really, I can't believe this person will ever leave this church. Hey? You left the church? No, you know the reason why you left. And you know the reason why you need to adapt to this new place. So you just sit down, tell your mind to focus on the new change and adapt. That's why we are complex animals. Yes, we are human beings. Hey, some people say I'm not animal. Oh, you're animal, oh. You're just complex and higher animal, okay? We are complex and higher animal. And we've been given adaptive features, like even more than animals, to adapt anywhere we go. So don't worry. Instead of dying, instead of choosing to die in that new change, please adapt and adapt well through your mind and through your body. That is why your mental health is very, very important. Your mental health is very, very important because your mind dictates what happens to other parts of your body. Okay? Your mind dictates what happens to other parts of your body. That is why you see some 16-year-old, 20-year-old girl or boy looking like 50. Okay, looking like an old person. Because, his face is always like, Your mind is so important. You need to let your mind adapt to changes. Once your mind adapts to changes, once a change comes, immediately, even when the fear is coming, you'll be like, I've even seen more than this one. You that you're just coming, you want to scare me. Don't worry. I'm surpassing this. Do you understand? So guys, we've come to the end of today's series on Aduni Talk. So please Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Aduni Talks, and we'll see you next time. Bye.